Hi, how's it going? You okay? I just wanted to share something with you today because I'm getting a lot of this lately. People ask me, when do I sleep? A lot of people ask me, how do you get so much done? And they seem almost fascinated by the fact that I'm involved in a lot of areas. You know, you look at my business card, and I've always got them on me. It says a few things on them. And, the business card basically says the main things that I do. Yeah, if you Google my name, it'll be like solo sailor, sailing alone across the world's oceans. But if you go a little bit deeper into the work that we do, and actually, it's all about people, cultivating human potential. And here we are with every single flag of every single country on earth, here in Lisbon, in a beautiful part that was nothing a few decades ago. And the World Exhibition in 1998, under the theme The Oceans, brought it back to life. And every time I'm on a stage delivering a motivational talk, every time I'm in front of a camera giving an interview, or even lately in the acting world, which is something I've tiptoed into gradually over the years, when I'm writing my next books, and notice that it was plural, it's always about the people. And so if what you do is connected with other humans, other living beings that are out there, you find a way to just keep going. In a recent event I did with a wonderful global organization of over 15,000 people, somebody came up to me and said, "It's great to see what you do because you are at the service of humanity." I thought that was the most beautiful thing. I was like, yes, that is what I do. I'm at your service. I am at the service of humans. And how can I better serve you with the different things that we do? And so I don't multitask. I don't do a lot of things at the same time. I can multitask. I know you ladies think that men can't multitask and women can. I think we can all multitask. I just choose not to. I develop little things called time slots, and I give myself a piece of paper, a pencil, and I divide it up in different areas. And I'm like, I'm now going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I just kind of get it all out of my brain so that I can be really available to create, to innovate, to breathe, to enjoy, to grab a coffee with a friend, to just live a little, And so I find myself really making the most of every 24 hours that we are offered every single day. Not that I need to be obsessively efficient with something, like I need to work hard and many hours. No, I need to live. I need to live good. I need to live right. I need to have time for my people, whatever that means on any given day. Last night it was 1 a.m. I was on a coaching call with somebody I coach in the US. The night before I was on a coaching call with somebody in Australia. Before another coaching call with somebody in the US. And so it's like I'm on multiple time zones. And the day stretches because I'm doing what I feel I need to be doing. In a recent event in the Algarve, with a wonderful group of French companies who are involved in the tourism world, interested in Portugal, big events, big groups coming to Portugal, big corporate groups coming to Portugal. I was there doing an event that also had Portuguese companies, hotels, and regions, tourism regions of Portugal, like Madeira, the Azores, and some of our best hotels were there, like Portugal selling to the French and the French buying from the Portuguese companies that were there. And it was my absolute honor to deliver a keynote and kind of provide the glue for the day to happen, kind of facilitate everyone's work a little bit by providing content for them. It was a very interesting format. It was like a 15-minute speed dating between the Portuguese companies, the French companies, and they then jump chairs and speak to somebody else. And, business was being made there. And it was wonderful to see that because, I'm proudly Portuguese, and for years and years I've been developing missions and expeditions to communicate Portugal around the world through the oceans, which is also through business and through people, which is also what else have I got around me that I can use to really get the message out there, to really communicate what needs to be communicated, to reconnect humanity with nature. And in that event, it was very, very clear and very heartwarming to me, and I said it out loud. I feel that I am exactly where I need to be, doing exactly what I need to be doing. And when you feel that fire in your heart of, I am exactly where I need to be in my life to do what I am meant to be doing in life, you find a way to just keep keeping on. You just keep keeping on. I know I look tired. I know I'm like, I need to catch some sleep, and that's almost logistical. It's like I know I haven't been sleeping 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours for a long time. But I'm okay, I'm not tired in my heart. I'm tired maybe a little bit and my body needs to go for a swim or something, But I'm on fire. I got a lot going on. Things are moving. I'm working with wonderful people. We got incredible clients. Clients are companies. Companies are people. So far, so good. We're having a really, really special year. It's coming to an end, but there's already incredible things happening and flights being booked for early next year. And, I just want to share that we can all optimize something in our lives. The way we eat, the way we sleep, the way we love, the way we allow ourselves to be loved. Now, isn't that a theme, right? And so just, keep going, but delegate. Get it out of your mind. Write it on a piece of paper. Keep that piece of paper close to you and just keep emptying those ideas and dreams and thoughts and all your planning. Just put it down on a piece of paper and just kind of breathe as you do it. And then you look at the different things like, okay, I'm just going to do this now. Now I'm just going to do this. And get it done right. Get it done good. Get it done with quality, before you move on. Make the most of travel time. We've been working back to back for the last few days without weekends. Hey, hello, Mrs. Seagull. Can you hear that? We were at the incredible 3-in-1 Film Fest in Almeirim. Beautiful city, just about an hour's drive north of Lisbon. So wonderful. We were welcomed by the most just heartwarming energy from the locals, including the mayor and his team. Great people, great food, and just a fantastic film festival. Over 200 films from nearly 20 countries. And it was a super honor to be one of the 3 ambassadors of this event, along with Portuguese actress Ana Varela and Portuguese actor Henrique Gomes. It was just super, super cool to be there, meeting a lot of people, wonderful people from all over the country, but also people from all over the world, including a fantastic, I don't even know what to call him, Kirill. He's from Ukraine, and he does hyperlapse, so he'll take thousands of photos and puts them all together and generates that movement feeling, right? The way he does it. Hello to you too. I've heard you the first time. I'm here by the river, and the seagulls seem particularly active right now. And so in this film festival, to meet people, to listen to them, to learn from them, different ages, different countries, meet Kirill and his incredible work, and seeing it on the full screen. You got to Google this. It's hyperlapse Kirill. He's got cities like Singapore, the Lisbon little movie he did, it just blows my mind. So inspiring. I'm not the kind of guy who goes to this event and then comes back. I go into what I call micro-planning. Let's zoom in. I call my team like, right, let's go into one of those meetings. We need a micro-plan. Let's go. Let's zoom in. Who picks up who? Do we really need to take a car? Who do we have in that region? Who is near Almeirim, the city that the film festival happened? And how can we make the most of this voyage? I will not go to somewhere 2 hours drive away from home for one meeting. That meeting, I call it the anchor. And then I'll be like, okay, so if we're going to this town, who else is there? Who can we meet? What client can we have a coffee with? Who can we reach out to? How can we make the most of this trip? Em português, como é que rentabilizamos esta viagem? Como é que, já que vamos a Almeirim, quem mais é que está em Almeirim? And so we had meetings with clients on Friday, on Saturday, on Monday morning. We were making the most of the voyage in other areas that we're involved in. And so everyone was like, thanks for coming to the film festival. It's great that you took the time out. I didn't take the time out. I put the time in to be there, be with the people, but make the most of the trip. So it's almost like instead of just eating a grape and it gives me the juicy nutrition and all the vitamins that you get out of a grape, it's like per every grape that I eat, it's got a lot more juice because I make sure it has more juice because I plan it that way. So many of the people I coach, even on a very high level in major corporations, which is why I've been going to New York a lot and Chicago and all these flights you've been seeing me do in the last year or so. A lot of people struggle with balance, with finding the time to do everything they want to do and be everything they want to be because they've got their jobs and their careers and they need to update their LinkedIn or whatever. And then it's like everything else slips away. And sometimes, unfortunately, some of the things that slip away include health, include well-being, general well-being, which then triggers mental health, and sadly also relationships and family dynamics between couples and father-son, father-daughter or mother-son, like parenting dynamics that begin to slip away. It's a great shame because work is something that we are taught has to be a priority. We need to get a job. We need to, get a career. We need a salary. We need to buy a house and buy a car and travel once a year at least. And it doesn't seem to be working. This formula doesn't seem to be working for so many of us. And so I really invite you to kind of pause. Find time to just stop. Reevaluate everything that needs to be reevaluated. Write it down. Break it up, break it down, throw it away, write another one, share it with someone, not with everyone, you know what I mean? And just clean it up a little bit. Where do I need to polish things up a little bit so that the inevitable result is increased happiness? It's got to be about happiness. Why are we all here? On this beautiful planet called Earth. Just like Carl Sagan said, we are but stardust. Why do we struggle so much? Why do we suffer so much? Why is there so much conflict and envy and all of that that's going on when we switch on the news? Surely we can live in a different way. In harmony. Look at nature. Nature is perfect. Everything works in perfect balance in nature. Symbiosis. It's just absolutely fantastic. So I keep saying this, and I will keep saying this. Surely we too are nature, right? So why don't we all get along? Time management. Our availability to have time that's booked in the same serious way that you book a meeting, a work meeting, Book a meeting with yourself. Book a meeting with reading time. Book a meeting with going for a walk in nature. Book a meeting with breakfast with your kids. Book a meeting with a sunrise jog. Book a meeting with a longer shower. Book a meeting with really, taking care of your skin or your hair or whatever needs to be taken care of in your health and your life. Book a meeting to get your house in a really good place, in a really good space, to really be exactly what you need for your nesting time, so that you're happy where you live. Book meetings with yourself. And you're going to be setting the example for those around you. And I think, quite confidently think, that it's probably going to really, really help you to find time to do the things that you're not doing and you really want to be doing, but for some reason you're not doing them yet. We all have 24 hours a day every single day. We all need to sleep. We all need to eat. Find a way through optimizing your schedule, your time. How do I go from A to B? What calls can I make from A to B? It's extremely effective for me to plan things the night before so I can sleep peacefully. I fall asleep in less than 2 minutes because my mind is in peace, not to mention my heart. So just kind of use the power of paper. Delegate to paper and watch the magic happen and change around you just from optimizing time. Optimizing time. I hope this helps. I wasn't planning any of this, but this is basically a puzzle built on so much feedback that I've received from so many of you and so many of our clients. I'm kind of giving it back to you in a puzzle that I hope makes sense. All right? All the very best. I'm always right here. Say hey, hi, bon dia, hola, here on Instagram, here on Facebook. It's pretty easy to get to me if you need anything. Just make yourself obvious and seen and heard. And here I am, traveling the world, cultivating human potential. It's something I wrote over 20 years ago. That's where I feel my heart is. And it wasn't even something that I fully understood when I wrote it. But I stuck to the plan in different ways, So next time you see me jumping on a boat on my own, sailing across the oceans on my own, remember, it's still about cultivating human potential. It's still about happiness. It's still about providing tools, leverage, inspiration, and support. And we all need each other. I'm no different to you. We are all special. We all need each other. We can all learn from each other. So find a way and let me know how you're doing. All right? Take it easy. Take care. And enjoy the view.